I'm so glad you could be here with us today. We're here with my good friend Jason Crabtree, who is just an unbelievably amazing artist. And Jason, again, thank you so much for being here, and thanks for staying by for another segment. Now, you said that you spent a lot of time on Maui?
Yeah, I lived on the west side of Maui. You know, I've lived from Lahaina to Napili.
Oh, wow.
And I have a lot of family that's still there.
Okay.
I wanted to say hello to everyone.
Yeah,
you know?
go feel free.
You know, I don't know what camera to stare at, so I'm. But
you could go right for that one right there.
I do want to say hi to everybody on Maui, and I love you guys, and I miss you, and I'm gonna be coming to see you on vacation soon, and. So yeah,
great.
You know, that's.
Were you born on Maui?
No. I was born in Sierra Madre up here.
Oh,
and,
okay.
You know, I moved to Maui when I was 20.
Okay, so
I stayed till I was at the end of 31.
Okay,
years old.
Is that a movie made by yourself, or did you go with somebody?
With my mom, my sister, my brother.
Wow.
We all just kind of packed up and went over there.
Oh, how awesome!
Yeah,
Did you enjoy your time over there?
Yes, I did.
I bet.
I did. Yes, I did. Yeah, my front yard was the beach, and I could just I could go like this and say, "Yep, the waves are good. Let's go surf." And
oh, wow,
you know,
that's so great.
So yeah,
Well, I have a question for you, and this is a different sort of a question. When somebody writes, like I write a book or a short story, or somebody paints, when in normal circumstances they are giving away a copy of what they've made. Like with a painting, you usually give away a print, you know, if it's any good. With a book, obviously, you want to sell as many as you can. Have you given any thought to what it would be, because of all the work you put into these, because of how beautiful they are, have you given any thought to how you would feel if you actually did sell one and you had to let it go?
I know people keep, you know what, I'm glad you brought that up, because I think the same thing. I'm like,
yeah.
You know, I can't seem to let go of any of my stuff.
Right.
I'll give it away before I sell it.
Oh, sure.
If I think that somebody wants to have it. I've been thinking about, my friend John wants me to donate one to a woman that's going through cancer treatment, and they want to auction it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then there's another director that wants to have a piece that he showed some. He wants to keep it in his house.
Oh.
And
so you are getting some offers.
I am, but I haven't. No one's followed through.
I see.
No one's followed through. No one said, "Hey," you know, called me and said, "Hey,
we're ready for the piece.
You know, bring it down."
Yeah.
You know, so.
You know, that would be so interesting to see one at auction, because then you could, you know, I know that this is not the type of person you are, but it is something that is real in our lives, and money is very important, and you know, when we all need it, and we don't none of us have enough. I don't know about you guys, but it would be interesting for you to be able to see it auctioned and then actually get you know, like an estimate of what you could get for them.
Yeah, to see if people would even.
Right.
Because when you say they're amazing and they look museum quality, I don't see that, because that's just me.
Right.
It's never good enough. You know what I mean? It's never good enough. But it would be interesting to see.
It would be.
And you know.
It would be. And maybe that's a great way to go. I mean, you know, because I know that you're a very giving person, and maybe if one could be given to auction to help somebody, that would be a really awesome way for you to let one go, because you're doing something great, you know, you're giving it away, and also get some information and some feedback on what they are, because, you know, obviously I do this little, you know, TV show, but it really doesn't mean anything. I couldn't put value on these, but where you see the imperfections, I just see, you know, the detail and the quality and the beauty of them, you know. And how have people responded to them so far? I mean...
Well, I'll tell you one thing. They don't see what I'm thinking.
Okay, right.
They didn't see what I really wanted it to look like, or the mistakes that I had to cover up, or the reaction of the chemical reactions of the resins when they get too hot and they start having a chemical reaction. I have to bury them in something else, and so they don't notice all that.
Yeah.
You know, me, I saw it from the piece of wood to what it is on the
yeah,
table.
for sure.
So I always see what I could have done differently.
Yeah.
Other people walk up and they go, "Wow, that is so rad," and I go, "Well, thanks." Like I appreciate the compliment.
Right.
And did I answer the question?
You did, yeah. You
I
really
wasn't
did.
quite sure.
Listen, let me ask you a question. For me, these are finished products. They're beautiful. They're golden. Have you had any that you just got to the point where it's like, I'm done with this. This is not happening. I got to get rid of it.
I just threw 2 in the trash.
You did?
Yes.
Okay.
I used different mediums, and
Okay.
it was not working.
Right.
And I had nothing but disaster from the gate.
Okay.
And I spent 10 hours on each of them.
Okay.
And they're in the garbage.
And so you just bailed on them.
They were not working for me. And
was it hard to throw them away, or were you just like, I'm
no,
done, go away?
So easy to toss them. I was like, I don't want to look at them anymore.
That's great. Has anybody ever had a hand in this work with you, or is this solely Jason Crabtree? Is anybody ever given you any inspiration or any help with it, or?
I was, I honestly, I have to say that my ex, who, you can put this on TV because I don't mind. Christina Haggett had a huge influence on all of this.
Really?
Yeah, she was always my inspiration.
Oh my God. Well, that's got to make what happened just that much harder. I don't mean to bring that up.
That's okay.
But if she was, that just makes that a sadder story. And I know that we've both gone through the same thing. I just went through mine a year before you, and my ex had a huge influence on what I wrote. She was the heroine in everything I wrote, and then when she, broke it off, it was difficult. It was difficult to continue to write. It was hard to move on without that, that inspiration.
Yeah, I've only created 2 more pieces since this was the last one.
Okay.
And then I've created 2 more since then.
Okay.
But I feel like not that my spark is gone.
Right.
But I had so much good things going on that what else could I push out but something that was beautiful,
Right, yeah.
And it's still there.
Yeah,
it's still there. Life goes on, and it's like we've made our peace, and everything's peaceful.
Yeah.
Everything's good, and I'm still, I'm still going to keep creating things.
Right, right. Yeah. And do you feel like these works are like an expression? I'm wondering if, and forgive me, I know I'm getting personal. I sometimes do, but these are subjects. I mean, do you feel that the art will change? That there will be a change now that Christina is not your actual inspiration? Do you when you're working on the new ones, do you feel like that there's something different? That there's a different quality to them now?
A little bit. Maybe they're a little more deeper.
Okay.
I'm not. Every time I go surfing, I look at the water more than anything. Every time I drive down the street, I look at the trees.
Okay.
I'm very visual on nature.
Yeah.
And then I get an idea.
Right.
And I come home and I start putting it together.
Okay.
So it's it's not necessarily the person that's influencing me. It's all of the inside things about how I feel about life and nature, and how the intertwinings of the inner workings of everything working together is what brings this stuff out.
Right. Right.
And I did want to say that I haven't trimmed these.
Oh, okay.
This has been trimmed, but it's completely rooted. It's ready to. It's going to stay there forever. These I've left untrimmed, and I left them untrimmed for the reason that whoever wants them can trim them themselves and learn about bonsai.
All right, and make them into the shapes that they want.
Yes, as long as they don't bend and twist and kill them.
Yeah. How had you worked with bonsais before you started these things?
No.
Oh, wow. So this all just sprang up together at the same time.
Right.
I've tried, I've always loved bonsais, and I've tried to buy some in the past, and I've never gotten them to last, and I don't know if I'm giving them too much attention or too little attention. What do you do to care and treat a bonsai tree?
Okay, with these, These two are not wired down hard. This
Okay.
one is wired in so it doesn't grow out of this.
Oh.
These have a nest inside,
Uh-huh.
and so it will be able to root all through these rocks all the way around.
Oh, wow.
And when you water it, the water doesn't go anywhere. It
Okay.
goes to the bottom.
Yeah.
It soaks into the wood,
Oh.
and then you let it completely dry out.
Oh, I see. Oh,
So you don't
okay.
want to overwater. If you overwater
Oh.
it, you'll drown them.
That's what I've been doing, I think.
And so
Yeah.
you want to, it's hard not to want to keep watering them because
Right.
the top's dry. And
Okay.
but bonsais, they need oxygen to breathe, and once they push out all the water, and it just
I see.
I'm still reading books on it.
Yeah, okay.
You know, but-
well, obviously you're doing a great job. So you water them, then you let it completely dry out, then you water them, you let it completely dry out.
Yeah.
That's what you found has worked so
Yeah,
far.
Yeah, I've
Okay.
killed 3 of them already. So yeah, I found out the hard way.
Well, then I don't feel as bad about killing
Right.
all the ones I did.
Right,
So,
right. Yeah.
so if one of these were to die, God forbid, would you be able to pull it out and plant and
Yes.
put another one in?
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
but not with that one.
This one you can too. I
Oh,
would
you
just have to,
could?
yes, I just have to unwire it. But,
Oh, wow.
since this is already rooted,
Yeah.
and it is, the roots spread from here to here.
Oh, wow.
So when I put this in, I pulled the roots apart, and
Okay.
and the bottom of the wood is all water sealed.
Okay.
So the only place that it really leaks are just little trickles here and there.
Oh.
But for the most part, the roots are all within this log. So it's in there. It's not going to die. The only way it would die is if you put it in the desert and you never water it ever again. you know.
Okay. So when you make something like this, for instance, like these rocks or this piece of wood, you do something to them before you put them on, or do you place them on and then like cover them and build the resin up above them, or do you like have to glue them together or something first?
These are all these are all made with, like I said, they're all made with concrete.
Okay.
And
So
these are all put together with concrete.
Oh, okay.
This all around here,
Yeah.
this is all concrete.
Wow.
And then the rocks are built on, and there's wire mesh in between. Under here, this is just a rock ledge.
That is so
But that's
cool.
not a rock.
Okay.
That is concrete.
Wow.
I know you were gonna say you were gonna bleep that out.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. If somebody
Yeah.
wants to, if they see a really cool idea and and it gives them inspiration, more power to you.
Yeah.
I'm not the corner of the market
Right.
on an art piece.
Yeah,
if they
good
wanna
for
take
you,
if they
you
want
know?
to take the time, I thought about that.
Yeah.
If they want to take the time
Yeah.
and they want to do it, go for it.
Yeah. That's really
awesome.
cool.
That's great.
That is.
Because I have never seen this on the internet. I
No.
looked everywhere.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like this.
No, I never have either. And the detail and we'll get some shots after the show because we're locked down on cameras right now. But the foam that's in the waves and the rocks that you've built in, it's just fabulous. You must take. I know that you see the imperfections. I do with my work as well. But you've got to take some pride in what you've done here.
Thanks.
I mean. You have to. You deserve it. These are beautiful, awesome pieces, and I'm just really so happy for you. So proud of you. This is awesome.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I'm learning to say thank you.
Yeah.
Because I don't, I'm like, yeah, whatever,
Yeah,
like,
right.
But, it's,
I know, and you
know.
do. That's hard for an artist, just to take a compliment because we see the imperfections. But when you've done something beautiful, you do. You owe it to the people that are giving you the compliment to appreciate it and take hold of it. Well, Jason, once again, I want to thank you for being on my show, man. These are beautiful pieces of work, and we're going to get some close-ups of them, when we're done. But I've learned a lot about you today. I really appreciate you coming on. I know it took some work getting these down here. And I'm really glad that we had an opportunity to do this. So thank you very much,
thank
man.
you very much.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Don't forget your inner child.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
It's
Inner child.
important. Inner child. You gotta give it toys and stuff,
Get in
right?
touch with yourself. And also, these fit in kitchen bay windows.
Hey,
they don't
now
have
we're
to be
going.
outside. This one has been outside for 2 years. And
Okay.
it can sit in the rain. It can do whatever it wants. These
Okay.
two have not been exposed other than bay windows, but
Okay.
they'll last forever.
All right. So they can be indoors or outdoors.
They can be, yes.
Okay.
The calcium deposit from the runoff from roofs
Oh yeah.
will taint them.
Yeah, that
So
would.
this one's been out in the open, so it's just getting fresh water dropping on it.
Okay.
But, you know, it's touch and go.
Yeah.
You know.
And if you want them to last the longest, obviously, to keep them out of the elements.
Yeah.
You know. So.
On a porch without being, you know,
Yeah.
exposed to all the, you know, the elements, would be better, and they'll last forever.
Yeah, and people are going to want to put them where they can see them and often and display them. So that's great. Yeah, that they can fit in the window. So, all right, Jason. Well, once again, thank you so much for being on my show with me, and thank you guys for joining in. We really appreciate it, and I have a feeling we're going to see more of Jason in the future. So thanks for taking time to watch Focus on Arts. I'm your host, Patrick Van Slyke, and we'll see you next time. Thank you. Take care.